नमस्ते बिटिया, सदा खुश रहो। Myself, JVN Dr. Hemant Vyas, Associate Professor and Head of Department of Surgery, Faculty of Homeopathic Science, Jyoti Vidyapith Women's University, Jaipur. In today's session, we are going to discuss a topic from gastrointestinal surgery, and the name of topic is Crohn's disease. So, what is basically a Crohn's disease? It was called regional ileitis because the disease was first reported in the terminal ileum. However, today it is called regional enteritis because the disease can occur in jejunum, ileum, colon, esophagus, etc. Basically, it can occur from mouth to anus everywhere. So, involvement of ileum is more common, which is followed by colon. Definition: Crohn's disease is a chronic transmural inflammation disease of the gastrointestinal tract of unknown etiology. Here we can see transmural position of this disease. Transmural का मतलब होता है throughout the lumen, throughout the length, यानी ये वॉल जितनी है इंटेस्टाइन की ये कंप्लीट इसके अंदर अफेक्ट होती है. Etiology: infectious agent, Mycobacterium, paratuberculosis and measles virus have been proposed as potential cause of Crohn's disease. However, it should be noted that antimicrobial therapy has not been effective in eradicating Crohn's disease. Unlike ATT and tuberculosis, also no immunological reaction has been found. Immunological factor: similar to ulcerative colitis, focal ischemia due to autoimmune reaction has also been considered. Genetic factors: single strongest risk factor for development of Crohn's disease is a relative with Crohn's disease. Then smoking, it increases the risk of Crohn's disease threefolds, unlike its protective effect of against ulcerative colitis. Pathology: disease starts in terminal ileum as ulceration of intestine in about 90% of cases. There is extensive inflammatory edema and mucosal ulcer are present. Fibrotic thickening of the intestine result in host pipe rigidity of the intestine. There are skip areas which are characteristic of Crohn's. Mesenteric nodes are enlarged. They can be calcified but not show any caseation. Now let's see what is the pathology of Crohn's disease. So there is transmural inflammation, reticulation cobblestone, aphthoid ulcers, non-caseating cicatrizing granuloma, skip lesions, mesenteric lymph node enlargement. Ulcers are in ileum, jejunum, colon, etc. Rigidity, host pipe, adhesion occurs soon, linear ulcers are present. So you can remember all these factors as transmural. सो TRANSMURAL, इस तरीके से आप इसको रिमेंबर कर सकते हो. हियर वी कैन सी द टर्मिनल आइलाइटिस, ileoColitis. Intense inflammation of mononuclear cells and lymphoid hyperplasia is common. As the disease progresses, there is cicatrizing granuloma of the bowel wall. This results in narrowing of lumen, causing intestinal obstruction. Caseation is characteristically absent. Once inflammation spreads to the serosa, adhesion develop between bowel loops or other structures. Abscesses occur in the mesentery which rupture, resulting in internal fistula. Transmural inflammation is the characteristic of Crohn's disease. Now let's see what are the clinical feature. So clinical feature are of various डिफरेंट वेराइटीज़, अलग अलग तरीके के लेशंस जो फॉर्म होते हैं उसके अकॉर्डिंग हमको क्लिनिकल फीचर्स देखने मिलेंगे. जैसे अगर कोलाइटिस फॉर्म होता है तो उसकी वजह से डायरिया और वाटर लॉस होगा. वाटर लॉस की वजह से पेशेंट को वेट लॉस भी प्रोड्यूस हो सकता है. देन ऑब्स्ट्रक्शन, अगर प्रोड्यूस होता है तो उसके वजह से क्रैम्प्स और डिस्टेंशन दिखेगा एब्डोमेन में, विच कैन रिजल्ट इनटू वोमिटिंग. देन देर में बी एन एब्डोमिनल मास, स्पेशली राइट इलियाक फोसा में दिखाई देता है, बिकॉज इलियोसिकल जंक्शन इज द और टर्मिनल इलियम इज द most commonly affected part. The gurgling, then tenderness and obstruction are present. Nutrition को अगर देखा जाए तो उसके डिफेक्टिव न्यूट्रिशन की वजह से इमैसिएशन और डिहाइड्रेशन प्रोड्यूस हो सकता है. देन एनोरेक्टल डिसीजेस लाइक फिशर, एब्सेसेस एंड फिस्टुला इन एनो कैन प्रोड्यूस. ट्रांसम्यूरल इन्फ्लामेशन है तो कंप्लीट वॉल यहाँ पे अफेक्ट हो सकती है, जिसकी वजह से फिशर्स और फिस्टुला जो हैं वो मोस्ट कॉमन इसमें होते हैं. इन्वेस्टिगेशंस, स्मॉल बोवेल इनीमा, then cobblestone reticulation because of multiple ulcers with islands of normal mucosa in between, absence of peristalsis in terminal ileum, string sign of contour is demonstrated in terminal ileum due to narrowing of the lumen. Multiple strictures and dilated segments in between can be demonstrated. Sigmoidoscopy and colonoscopy may demonstrate inflamed mucosa which is granular with aphthoid ulcer which is discrete. Fistulography to localize the internal fistula. CT scan, it is done to detect thickening of bowel and extraintestinal diseases. Remember to investigate upper GI tract with gastroduodenoscopy and capsule endoscopy. Treatment, general principles include complete rest, avoid stress and emotions, a low residue high calorie diet such as high protein diet. Some patients may require total parenteral nutrition, some at home called home parental nutrition. Then conservative medical treatment. Steroids are the mainstay of treatment. They are effective in including remission in 70 to 80% of cases. Steroids are most effective in treating small intestinal diseases. They are anti-inflammatory. They do control diarrhea, induce remission. Prednisolone is used for short-term treatment. Long-term uses can give rise to toxicity such as immunosuppression, bone loss, delayed wound healing, etc. Surgical treatment include resection is not the aim of surgery, but it may have to be done in cases of obstruction, perforation, intra-abdominal abscess, internal fistula, bleeding and malignancies depending upon the involvement of the bowel. Various resections are possible. Example, stricture, stricturoplasty or resection, ileocecal resection, colectomy and ileorectal anastomosis. If the fistula are present, they are disconnected from the bowel and excised. Prognosis, in spite of various treatment, there is no cure for the disease. Inflammatory cells and mediators of the inflammation such as cytokines, interleukins, tumor necrosis factors produce in inflammatory changes resulting in granuloma. About 10 to 20% patients come with relapses and recurrent symptoms, sometimes very difficult to differentiate clinically and pathologically between tuberculosis and Crohn's disease, but for repeated treatment including surgical procedures, survival is still good as compared to general population without the disease. ANS is involved in Crohn's colitis and it is not involved in ulcerative colitis. So that's it from the today's presentation. This session is powered by digital version 2.0 Jyoti Vidyapith Women's University. Hope you are satisfied with this digital session. If you have any query, please mention in comment box. I will try to resolve it. Thank you very much.